Have you thought about buying a book today? Have you thought about buying a book today? I've got a recommendation. Have you thought about buying a book today? Boy, do I got a recommendation? How about Kill Yourself Tomorrow, Brenda by author and weirdo Ryan Adams. Once accused of terrible stuff, been playing lots of shows and learning how to be myself. Empathy's for everyone. Empathy's for all. Nobody should be picked on, and it's a hard lesson to learn. This book kind of covers that. It's a feminist revenge novel. In fact, the whole book is me making fun of my bullshit self, my super male self, my masculine mind, and everything in me that I needed to find a way out of, and to rise above. 'Cause I could always be a better man. Don't give up. You could always be a better man. Just like Pearl Jam. You can always be a better man. I wrote a book, it costs a little bit of money. But that's because I'm independently pressing them. But I think they're a bit nicer than most of the books that I see at the store. Whenever I get out of the house and go to the store, which isn't often, but to a bookstore, it happens. Let's say bookstores, the most likely location for me to leave the house to go to, even if it's Barnes and Noble. It's always a chance to be a better man. Take a look at yourself through another lens from someone else. Maybe make a story that doesn't involve you at all. Find out the things that you could improve upon. Women have it so much worse. They take so much shit. Took me a long time to realize that. And I'm learning. As long as I'm learning, my soul is turning on. So we wrote a book about that. Even the craziest people deserve a little less flack, 'cause all along is anybody looking for a book to read? There's one in the link in my bio. Link in my bio. Oh, link in my bio. Link in my bio. Link in my bio. Lots of records and books about how I've sometimes been a butthole. How I've sometimes been a butthole. But at least I'm doing it out in the open. Learning from my mistakes. It's the best thing I can do for myself and anybody else that finds himself in that place, being a butthole. Have you ever smelled a butthole? It's disgusting. We've all done it. We've all smelled our own underwear. And there's days where we just weren't sure that the cleanliness was there. The cleanliness was there. The cleanliness was there. Oh, God. Check your butthole. Check your mind. Be sympathetic. Be open. You never know what someone else is going through. It's the best thing you can do. That's the thing that God, whatever your version of Him is, probably put you down here to do. Even though I think God put me on this planet to take care of Theo and Vincent. And now my family. Who had to stand beside me when we just lost my brother. And I had a nervous breakdown. It was hard to be alive and be myself. You just learn from your mistakes. That's all it really takes. By the way, are you interested in a book? I got a new one for sale. It's my third novel. Okay, what is this Muppet thing, man? Okay, what is this Muppet thing? Because I'm starting to get worried, man. Let me see if there's anybody here I know. I wonder if John Joseph is on here. Get the cats to do the audiobooks. You know, an audiobook with just a cat purring, I bet that would be such a great ASMR. What is your oldest pinball machine? Well, I mean, I have like some old fanfare wood rails, but everything has got flippers on it. I don't do on flippers. Why do we say gonzo is underrated? Do you think that I'm being gonzo by just kind of free willing? You know, I love that term. I love Hunter S. Thompson deeply. In fact, I didn't know a whole lot about Hunter until Johnny told me. Oh, hi, Grizzly Bear. You are such a... Look at this cat. Can I pick you up? He's just a big bear. Oh, my God. I love you. Grizzly Bear. I love you. Grizzly Bear, goodbye. You gonna help you down? You're getting so big. Oh, I love you, Bubba. Thank you for the rubs. Mr. Rubbin's Neighborhood. You're rubbing all over my legs and feet. You love when I play piano, huh? Theo used to love that. You know, when Theo passed away, he died in my arms in this very exact spot. And it's when I had my Sphere console there. And what's weird is Grizzly was watching. He was there. And now I find Grizzly sitting here every night. And the last couple of weeks of Theo's life, he took on a lot of the attributes of... It's like Theo was showing him around. I don't know where he got the energy. He was so sick. Someone told me that several things would happen and they would break my heart in half. But from that, I would learn to be whole. And I can say that really happened to me. I can say it really happened. I disappointed all my fans. I was held accountable for being disagreeable and rude. And my breakups when I was unhinged and just processing losing Chris. I could never bring myself to take his number out of my phone. I still can't. But that's a hard thing to deal with, because it's like a missing limb, and I wasn't at my best. There were some things that were said that were not true, and I knew they weren't. So I did not fear. And the most important thing was the person involved needed to be protected. That's what I think. Because I left home when I was 17, and I moved away to being a drummer in a hardcore band, and I had to lie to get into those places to play drums, and I had to lie about my age to get beers, and the worst thing anybody can do, and I wanted to date people who were older than me, and the worst thing that you could do is put somebody down in that place. You don't want to do that. You want to say, I understand what's happening, and I think that is the most peaceful thing you can do. Weaponizing that event later is maybe a little bit wrong. I'm thinking about this today because a bunch of my Instagram older DMs popped up, and there was so many terrible words in there. But they didn't hurt me today. It hurt me to see how people reacted. You know? It hurt me to see the ridiculousness, you know? And I don't hate anybody. I don't hate any of those people. I'm still such a fan of Phoebe Bridgers. I think Kara Nelson is such a really cool, really exotically cool guitar player and singer. I think that my ex-wife is one of the greatest singers since Olivia Newton-John. I found a way to love those people. And I did it on my own terms and my own time. And I think maybe switching to being a novelist and finally saying I'm going to print a book. That was really a big step, and that I think I started to heal when I did that. I think I started to see myself in a different way, and thank God for that. Like, thank God for all of that. Son Kilman has to do with, yeah, Mark has dealt with some of that stuff. I don't know everything, but yeah. I want to say I've never had more people come to shows in my life, and even in this touring market in America. You know, I talked to the Avett brothers, and Scott is great, and he's my brother, and that I love to although I am of a different denomination of religion, I love to. He sends me his Sunday thoughts. And I print it out, and there's also just his voice, and then he and I can talk. And he's been somebody that I've been able to just sit and pray with and talk to, and that is such a deeply beautiful thing, and it just taught me so much more about like empathy, you know, about how being out in the world and doing this job is not going to be easy for anybody, not for a single person. There's too many people to please that want different things. Oh, hi. Are you talking? Why don't you come up? Do you want to come up? Are you going over there? It's okay. Theo's okay. Theo's with Vincent and my brother. And now with Ozzy Osbourne, the chances of them not hanging out is 0. I just wanted to say to my fans, specifically my fans who are women or from the LGBTQAI community, my super masculine fans that like know how to do bows and arrows and stuff. Because I'm a boxer, but that's just how I grew up. I was born in the 70s. I mean, that's what you did. I just want to say that I apologize for any of the any of that time of fraternizing with me or listening to my music caused you pain or shame. I think a lot of that is in this book. The way that Brenda was treated in this book was extremely unfair. And the way that she treated herself was unfair. And I think in some ways maybe this book is about my experience with Me Too. And it doesn't matter if you were wrong or right. I mean, look, nobody ever came to my house. They don't have to. For reasons that everybody knows. I mean, how we talk and what we do on our phones and stuff, it's all out there for the world. And having a grandfather that was in specialized services, etc., it's all very transparent. What really happened. But, one thing I'm really proud of is that I did not sue anyone. I did not litigate this. I did not push back, because that's not who I want to be. I don't want to be that person. I didn't want to put the Kylo Ren mask on. I don't want to do that. It makes me no better than one misconception, one bad action, and then you take people to court. This is all wrong. It's not what I write about. That's not where I come from when I write these songs about depression or love or trying to understand love. And you love me so much. Hi. But I wanted to say thank you. It just really dawned on me. I'll get my copy tomorrow because I was so tired at the end of the last run. I left it in this hotel room, and I'm terrified of hotel rooms. I had to stay in one the last night until I go to the bus, and I don't think I slept a wink. They're so spooky. It's like the back rooms. I mean, I'm phobic of them. I've always been, but there's just something terrifying about them. Anyway, I left the book in there because, I just sleep with my clothes on and my suitcase next to me and my bag next to me so I can exit as soon as possible. It took a lot of courage for me to come in here and say that. I wanted to say, it's not a reason for you to buy my book. I like making funny stuff for you guys and everything, but I want you to know that there's a thoughtfulness in this book, and there's a wildness in this book that really does approach the idea that we're very, as a species, humans, we are very, very quick to feel before we think. We are very quick to judge before we know. And more importantly, there's misunderstandings that you cannot actually, you are just rubbing on everything. There's misconceptions about reality and what it is in truth that I don't think can be unraveled in this lifetime. I think that they are mysterious, the synchronicities of my life and the things that I've seen, people that I've lost, who now that 4 or 5 years have passed, I see there's a lot of people who are involved in that same stuff or getting on a bandwagon that they felt like they had to, that they're suffering or they're having bad times. And no, I don't wish anybody any ill will. I want everybody to, especially people who are trying to make music and trying to, it's just a ghost, who are trying to be a map for you. I think that they deserve a little extra credit. It's very hard living a open life with no real privacy. I haven't known privacy in my life since I was 19. But women are unfairly treated, and that is true. And I have done that. I have been part of that, and that sucks. I have said things that I wish I had not. It doesn't make me less masculine, or I'm not going to watch less boxing. No, I don't talk to Todd. Todd and I had a misunderstanding. He said that I promised him money that I never did. And that if I didn't pay him that money, that he would side with those people. And I said, do your worst. No, don't say fuck Todd. That's incorrect. That's not how you, I love punk rock that's just like, fuck this and fuck that and fucking all you fucking brats. Like, that's not going to change anything. There's a really special, beautiful guy there. The nicest people in the world are capable of evil that they don't mean. And I look at this guy. This is what I'm looking at when I'm talking to you. Hello? What's outside? Are you making biscuits on the desk? A little desk biscuit maker. What do you think you're doing? He's ridiculous. What are you doing? Why don't you come into the seat? Here you go. This is mine. So when I write my songs now, I write them on a Hermes 3000, which types in cursive. There's a telephone amplifier, and there's my songbook, and there's a picture of Dee Dee. And then look, this chair says R. Because I'm all about the detail. I didn't mean to come on here and actually start spitting a bunch of heavy science. But it feels good. I'm glad I did. I'm really, really glad I did. And what's your favorite black metal album? Exactly, the entire Emperor catalog. What do you want, Bubsy? Oh, you want me to play music? That's what he wants. He's like, ah. Yes, I'm drinking a little alcohol, and but in a very reserved way. And apparently, it's going to help my heart health as I go through some stuff. Look at him now; he's happy. Hey. I love when their ears do the radar thing. They're like tuning in. Have you thought about buying a book today? Oh, I've got a recommendation for you. Kill Yourself Tomorrow, Brenda. Available in my shop. No, I don't have direct purchase. Link to my Instagram, I don't know how. I know a lot of people sell a lot of stuff because they can just do one-touch purchasing, but I like the idea you can change your mind. I wish that I had changed my mind when I bought that triple album by that band called Bread. But I know, just based on the name, Bread, I know it's carbohydrates. It ain't none of my business, man. But if you're gonna be a rock and roll group supported by wheat, the stuff that's levied, oh, I wish I had known before I bought that triple album by that band Bread. They should have included some mayo to go with it. Oh, maybe I should start a band called Mayo, Lettuce and Tomato. And if anybody asks me why, I say, it's meant to go with that bread. Or maybe just instead, it's like a rap, which in my experience makes you take a crap to rep protein in your body. Thank you to all the folks who bought the book today. When I called to check in with Erin Mason, my merch genius person, she said you've sold a shit ton of books since yesterday. And I said, well, that's fab, but I think that's 'cause I showed my abs. Damn. Thank you, all of you, for buying my new book. I love you. Even the expensive one is selling now. Even the expensive version is selling now. It's still cheaper than the books I buy from Scarlett and Friend. God, I love my friends, my fans. I'm gonna be better by the time that you and I meet again. And meanwhile, I will share with you the albums in the archive. And next year I'll make 2 brand new records with the amazing producer that I never thought I'd get to work with. It's gonna show me how to be myself again. I'm ready to learn new things and unlearn things, so I can play my songs for my fans who feel more like my friends, feel more like my friends, feel more like my friends. Oh, oh, I love you. Oh, oh, I love you. Thank you guys. It's unbelievable. We're pretty close to selling out this first pressing, and you are amazing, and I love you, and thank you, and we'll be able to make some extra vinyl stuff. I kind of want to try to get something archived out by Christmas, but either way, I'm going to do some kind of a Christmas thing. What's on my turntable? Is that what you asked me? Okay, so, well, first of all, I had to block the fireplace because Agnes had this cool idea where she was like, when Dad is gone, I'm going to raise hell by pissing in the fireplace. But so I've got this Dexter Blows Hot and Cool featuring Carl Perkins record. Unbelievable. Waylon the Blues, Jimmy Reed. New listen. Romeo and Juliet by Ryan Adams. I think this is a rust red edition. I just love this color. God. I mean, if you got one, you got it. And then if you didn't, we made this one. It cost a bit of money. I think we took a bank loan out. And thank you guys for my son's grandparents. This is them kissing as his great-great-grandfather is going off to Vietnam in a photo booth, which is pretty wild. No, my version isn't signed because it's in my house. Here's some more records. You want to see what else I'm listening to? Oh, the Ryan Adams Paxam Archive series. exclusive Australian pressings is really good. Hugo Largo Drum. This is such a great record. It's finally out on streaming. Sleepy John Estes, Brownsville Blues. Jimmy Reed at Soul City. This is a crazy good record. Live in-person recording. Look at this shoe. He was like, probably like me, like he liked to stomp when he was playing the blues. 16 Greatest Hits by Jimmy Reed. Oh, it's a great Misfits bootleg. Al's Bar 82. Like, they couldn't come up with a better name. They're just called it Al's Bar 82. This is where I got the, even though I already wanted to make Bruce Springsteen, Nebraska look like Nebraska, this is, when I got this record, I was like, yeah, this is how I want it to look. I got asked by Springsteen if I would talk about Nebraska for his thing. There's the Doors, first pressing, so it's got the picture window thing. That's good. Honest to goodness country music hits. Eddie Arnold, I'll Hold You in My Heart. Chet Atkins, Country Gentleman. Don Gibson, Look Who's Blue. The Browns, Pee Wee King, Tennessee Waltz. Wade Ray, Walk Softly. It's a great song. Jimmy Rogers, Mule Skinner Blues. When I do that live, when I go at the end of the Heartbreaker set, when I play that song, I'm drawing a blank. To Be the One. I do Jimmy Rogers there. So my thing with that is, if you don't mind, I don't mean to take up all your time, folks. So when I do that, I'm in a natural tuning. Hello, look, he's holding the... So I do that in a natural tuning. Standard tuning, rather. But I'm trying to assimilate Jimmy Rogers into that. Like when I do the... He goes, well, the pills I got, they asked me, let's go out for a while. And the knives up in the kitchen, roll two doors, smile. Yeah, and the sun it tries to warm me. Boy, those wings are made of wax. While the things I do to kill me, they just tell me to relax. But oh, Cinderella, all dressed up in your boots and your charms. Look what happens when I play guitar, Agnes. Hi, baby. I'll finish it for you over there. Hi. Oh, you stretch and release. Good job. Stretching is part of exercising. Stretch, release. Yeah. Look at you. You're like a film noir movie come to life. Belly rubs. I love you. How are you doing, Dubsy? Did you like dinner? It was good, wasn't it? Yeah. A little tuna, a little crab. So, oh, Cinderella, all dressed up in your boots and your charms. I'm not the fellow to protect you and keep you from all your harm. What are you looking for? You hear that sound in the guitar? No? Oh, she's going to do her wild out. Do it. Stretch. Stretch it. And release. Roll over. Lick your paw for a minute. And then shark or donut. Shark or donut. Shark or donut. Shark? Okay. Shark it is. Oh. Sorry. So then, but at the end I go, so I don't know which is worse, to wake up and see the sun, or to be the one, be the one that's gone. I go, ooh. What does that mean, bruh? And then I go right back to the last chorus. I don't know which is worse. I do this quick slide. So it's C, but then G7 to open. So I go, I don't know which is worse. To wake up and see the sun, or to be the one, be the one that's gone. Do you have a Martin? No, this is a Grammar. I don't like Martin guitars. I have a Collings, that's why I play on stage. But I'll have my own signature guitars out by the next time I see you from Carthago Guitars in Spain. They're making me a version of my Collings and a version of my Buck, and they look really cool. They're very Batman looking, and Blue Box Guitars are making the electric Buck, which it's unbelievable. The sound is just unbelievable. And then next year, I want to do a project with Zephyr Guitars, and I want to make a guitar called the Devolver, which is really going to be great because the next time I see you, I'm going to be with the band. I'm going to do band shows. I'm just going to take a little bit of time because I've had some health issues, not mental health issues. I mean, I'm always going to have those. It's not funny. But I worked really hard to get out of debt and to be able to make records. I had lots of offers to have people make those records, and I think that what you guys and I love most is that there's no barrier, there's no boundary. Oh, we got him. Now, Kobayashi. Hello, Kobayashi. He's getting big. Gosh, he's so big. What a big boy. Yeah, there's like a freedom in like someone saying, well, you can't put out 7 records in a year. And I'm like, why not? Sometimes people say like, why don't you play more of the hits? And I'm like, well, I don't know that any of them are the hits. But the idea is, if I'm playing new things, no matter what year it's been, when I played Cold Roses that first year, everybody hated the songs. They're like, what is this stuff? This is jam band stuff. And later that became very important to a lot of people. And I just love the idea that I'm going to extend my hand to a few other artists, and I'm hoping to grow Paxam this year. And I have my eye on 2 bands that I love, and particularly one incredible songwriter. And from what I've learned in the industry is, I'm going to be like, I would love to put out these records for you. May I be involved in making the art? So it's like Discord Records. They all kind of have the same vibe. And you will always own the masters. And once we're done recouping the cost of printing them, we'll do 50-50 or whatever makes it work for you. I think that's good. Nobody's doing that. And I want to be that guy. I really do. Matthew Ryan. No, not Matthew Ryan. I'm afraid that I don't know his work that well. And I don't think he is very fond of me, but that's okay. Do you write songs to your novels? Interestingly enough, I did write a soundtrack to Kill Yourself Tomorrow, Brenda. but it's instrumental and it's wild. And let's just say a very famous rap producer asked if I would share that material with them so that they could possibly use that material for one of my favorite rappers. And so of course I had to make that decision. So in this nutshell, ironically, it turns out that Jerry Cantrell is a big pinball fan, and I'm looking forward to get a hold of him because I'm ready to start Pakistan Pinball. I already designed my first machine, which is Danzig. And then I think the second machine will likely be the Pixies. And then after that, I would like to do Friday the 13th, because there could be 10 modes. And so it's like the final mode is like Jason X, or The Exorcist, which no one has done, or Slayer, which I think would be great. But I really do think an Emperor pinball machine would absolutely be great, as would a Psycho pinball machine. The house up on the left, the Bates Motel up on the right. I've even had, this is how deep I go, folks. I've even had this stuff made so I can imagine it on the playfield. Upper left playfield, maybe there'd be a ramp that comes up around the house or locks in the house. I like the idea that this part, the Bates Motel itself, it can be spaced out in the back of the backboard of the pinball machine so that there's a possibility of ramps either ascending or going through, and then you come out and maybe there's a ball lock in Bates Motel. And then underneath it, there'll be an underplay field, kind of like, I'll give you an example. Like, okay, Evil Dead has this underplay field. And I thought the shower scene, you don't have to show nudity or anything, but you could sort of make it look like that scene in a way. But so when you're in the underground, it's like you make the music match that scene and it goes chicka 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 chicka. I hope I get the Slayer license. I think I'm gonna, but I know I'm gonna get the Joy Division license, and I'm almost dead certain I'm gonna get the Smith license. I mean, the Smiths should be a pinball machine. It just should. It just should. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight. Thank you to everybody. I can't believe how many books I sold. You guys were not joking. You were like really going to go buy the book. And on behalf of myself, my cats, my son, you know, all the kibbles and bits it takes to keep me and them running, I want to say I love you and thank you so much. Yeah. What do you think of these bookshelves? I really like them. I'm not sure. They're so... When I saw them, I was like, they're either fantastic or terrible. Anybody that's known me for long enough, I still have the lamps from my New York City apartment on West 9th. Isn't that funny? So, anyway, okay, this has gone on too long. I'm going to post it anyway. I'll sing you a little lullaby. That's really good. That's really easy brushing. Clouds are blue, all the dreams that you ever star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me. Where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. It's where you find me, so fucking high, so high, ooh, so high. Somewhere over the rainbow, the sky's blue, and all the dreams that you ever dreamed of really do come true. Come true. Ooh, come true. Come true. All right. I love you guys. Thank you for buying my book. If you haven't and are interested or want some new vinyl, it's in the shop. I don't have a one-click link to do it. I don't know how to make that happen. But you guys know. You just go to my bio or go to www.ryanhamsofficial.com. And yeah, and you don't have to go to the store or anything. And I love you all very much. And I was happy to talk about what the book is about tonight, and I thank you for giving me that time, your time, to do that. And I will leave this up for all who would like it. Have a wonderful Monday evening. I send you all my love.